needs any of Pokemon hacking. So this is a tutorial on basically how to make your own Pokemon sprites. This is for beginners, so you don't need any. I'm starting straight from the beginning. You don't need to watch this if you know how to make them, but this is just a little pointer. This is how, in part 2 of this overall, how you're importing Pokemon. I will be using the Pokemon that I create in this video as so this is proof of me making it from scratch. So yeah, let's go through it, and I will hopefully help many people out there who want to get into Pokemon hacking. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you're going to need a program, and I believe it is UNLZ, which is there, and then you just want to literally open that up. You're going to need obviously your ROM that you want to be working with. I'm working with a Pokemon Fire Red ROM because it works with a lot more programs. So the first thing you want to do is open it up and then open up your ROM. I will not be providing the ROM. I can probably provide a link to where you can find UNLZ. There are loads of different ways to grab your sprites and stuff. You want to type in about 704, that's where they start. That was a Rattata, but I've already hacked it in a different program. I only use UNLZ to get the sprites to edit with. So I've already made some grass starters with Pidgey, and Pidgeot replaced them. So I'm going to have Pidgeot as the third. So the first thing you want to do is you want to save it wherever. I've made a little folder for my sprites under grass starters because I'm going to be making my own game. As you can see there's Ticker and Leecher, they're two of my others. Let's call this Pidgeot 1. And then you want to go to the next one and go to the previous palette, which is, then it's non-shine, it's just normal. And just do that, because I will be doing a tutorial on the back as well. Back 1, save that. And then, yeah, once you've got them saved, that's all you're going to need that for. You can do a lot more with this program, you can even import them, but I'm not going to be using that. This is how I do it. If you think this is too complicated, you think it's too long, that's absolutely fine. This is the way that I found it easiest, and I'm not the smartest person. Now you just want to get out paint, just normal sort of paint, no specific version. Obviously, as you can see which version I'm using here, you want to get up 2 copies of it, because in one of them, let me just get my sprites up quick. Okay, right, sorry, I just did away with the fairies. Right, first thing you want to do is you want to open up, the Pidgeot that you're going to be editing. Just open that up on its own, because you'll need that will come in later, so I'll just minimize that, leave it there. But then what you want to do is, I've got an all sprites sort of thing. I'll see if I can find a link. I got this a long time ago, long time. And you want to open that up. Now these are all the sprites from the first generation to black and white. And yeah, then basically what you want to do is, what I tend to do is I copy all of the image. So I'll select all, copy it, and then I'm going to paste it into the second my all sprite sheet. I always put it near the beginning. That's where I'm going to start working on my sprite, so I'll take it into the beginning and I'll delete all of those Pokemon and sort of just put it there, and then that way that's going to be my little section for working on my new Pokemon that I'll be making. The reason I'm putting it in there is purely because of the fact that it helps me determine the size. What Pokemon should I start with? So it's going to be sort of like a mosquito type Pokemon, so I'll get Golbat because it's got quite sort of like interesting mouth, because Pokemon, it's all wacky. But the one thing you want to get, the reason why I'm grabbing a Chikorita is because it's always, you choose one Pokemon and keep with that colour palette basically. I'll go into that in further detail later, but just choose one Pokemon for, if you're doing evolutions like I've done. Chikorita has been my evolution for the first 2 as well, has been my colour palette for the first 2 Pokemon of this new grass evolution that I'm doing. And it's also going to be the colour palette for the third. So the first thing you want to do, which I'll speed it up in a second, is not zoom on a Pidgeot, zoom up on Golbat, is you want to just remove the wings just remove everything that you don't want. Try and be careful to keep sort of like out the lines, as you can tell. You want to get, if you do the pencil tool, as you can see, you can do light it by one square dot, or just get the rubber, that's probably easier. Just be very careful when doing these bits to only remove what you don't want. Don't worry about it all looking glitchy at the moment, because that can be sorted out later. Just speed that up. Right, okay, so now that's the basis of what I want. So I want that sort of mouth, that sort of feature. Looking for, like, you know, a mosquito type thing. The second thing I want is, obviously, it's like an insect, so insect legs. What do I want? Oh, Beedrill. Beedrill? Yeah, I'll get Beedrill. Right, so then you just want to highlight over again the other Pokemon that you got. So obviously I'm going to use Beedrill's legs and just bring it over. This is pretty basic stuff. There's loads of ways to make sprites. Some people may call this cheating because I'm mixing others, or you know, it's not starting from scratch, but that's fine. You know, whatever anyone wants to make, you can still make a whole new basically Pokemon from it. And as long as I'm not the best editor in the world, but like I said, it's just helping. So then again, you just want to carefully rub everything out that you don't want. I'll speed it up. So I only want the legs. And then the pencil tool, just to give it a bit of extra deletion, because it's only deleted by one block. And then move the legs over, or whatever other part on your Pokemon. Now when you're adding another Pokemon to, when you're adding part of a Pokemon to something else, as you saw just then, you go onto the select bit and you drop down and you click on transparent selection, and that means that it will go over the Pokemon, like just like that, and it won't bring all the white backgroundy crap with it. Now occasionally you might move it and there will be white background crap, and all you need to do then is just reselect over it and keep doing that until it's basically plain. Okay, I've copied and pasted this so that I'm going to put some more legs in. Yeah, like that. I'll do some more. I'll rotate them. Yeah, is that? No. Okay, no, I don't want that. Let me just try grabbing the left one. I need to re-highlight it. Okay, there we go, that's better. There's a little white dot, but that looks like a tooth. Okay, I'll use that. Can I put that anywhere? Let's try. Let's try. Yeah, crisscross. That's going to be interesting to work out. It's quite not advanced. This isn't. I could have done something a lot easier. I probably should have just started from scratch, but oh well. Right. Now, what do I want? I need some wings, insecty type wings. Let me just have a little look. Ooh, what's that? Masquerade, is it? I can't remember the name of these ones. The first one's Sunskit. Some of them are. Yeah, so many Pokemon to remember. Just the occasional one, I can't remember. Where has that gone? Where's it gone? I can't fucking find it. Oh, I should have sworn. Oh wait, no, there it is, by photo. Okay, right, let's grab you again. No, I need to split it. No, there we go. Let's just copy that, it'd be easier. Paste it up here. I've copied half another Pokemon with it. Alright, let me just get rubber and just quickly delete all of that around it. There we go, let me just make it bigger. There we go, this is quicker. But like I said, there are loads of other tutorials. This is just one to help people that maybe are starting out, because I've done this before and, you know, lost it. You just want to remove, like, again, I only want the wings, so carefully remove everything else. And then you want to select them all again. Make sure when I move it that I put transparent selection on. Which, oh yeah, once I've clicked it on, it already stays on. Bit wrong about that. It's a bit wrong, doesn't it? Okay, let me try redoing that. Let me only take one. I've got both. Let me move my first. Okay. Let me try. No. Okay. Wait, let me just think. I'll try rotating them, not resizing, rotate. See how they look. Nope, that's not. No. Let me try that. even worse. Okay, rotate again. Nope. Rotate. Nope. Okay. The one on the right looks alright. It's just the one on the left. Okay. Let me get the one on the right and move. No, let me move the one on the left first. If I move that out of the way, if I check a reader there. Oh, God. Oh no, oh we're done. Let me undo. Alright, there we go. Bring that in. I'll copy and paste that and then flip it. And then that way it will make things twice as better. You know, loads of ways. You know, you don't have to make your Pokemon exactly like mine. You know, obviously this is just a tutorial for anyone sort of just getting into it, or wanting to know how to do it, or how to make your own sprite, because I know a lot of videos start off when they've already made the sprite, and some people are thinking, well, how do you make a sprite? Alright, okay, so basically I've got my layout here, as you can see. This is, you know, it looks like a Golbat with just wings and legs, but now you want to do the colour palette part. So you get the dropper tool, which is just under the paint bucket, and then as you can see from Chikorita, there's loads of sort of different colours. You can't see the white just at the top of his head. So you just basically pick that colour up, and then what I tend to do is get the paint bucket tool, and on the lighter part of Golbat, sort of mimic it onto Golbat. So on the lighter parts of Golbat, I'll make it the same parts as Chikorita was. Alright, okay. So after you've done that, I'm going to grab a greener colour and change the sort of like bluer parts on Golbat on here. Do that on the wings. And I'll do it on this lot of wings. Obviously I'm going to want to take the patterns out, because otherwise you're going to know it's Masco, whatever his name is, wings. Right, okay. So now I'm going to quickly just go to the pencil one. Actually no, you know what, straight away I'm going to do the legs, and I'm going to make them that light green on his leaf. Now you can, oh crap. You can fill in, the idea is just to replace the colours they got. I wouldn't use a paint bucket tool for difficult bits like this, as I've shown you. I'm zoomed up. I've got the pencil tool, which is literally done by one little square, and you just zoom in and very carefully just change each dot. This takes a long time, but you know, I'll speed it up. But once you're done, I mean, you know, what childhood, what kid didn't want when they were younger to be able to make their own Pokemon? So let's just finish that up. So then again, as I've just zoomed in there, I've got the little drop it palette under the paint bucket again. I'm not quite sure what they're called, but I've basically, now I'm going over and using the colours that I've already put into Golbat, and getting the pencil and going over all the bits, taking out the eyes, because usually from another Pokemon I'll grab the eye design and then apply that in. You just want to sort of go over, so you see all Golbat's bluey colours and stuff around the mouth. You know, that's the sort of colours you don't want in, because it's not going to be blue anymore. Let me change the wings, because I forgot them. They're orange, so I want them green. Like I said, only just try and make sure you use colours that are from the other Pokemon, which is what I've done. So I'll make his wings green. Yeah, still a bit orangey there. I should have changed that. Get the paint bucket tool to quickly fill in. If it's big chunks, then there's no harm in using the paint bucket, but otherwise I would recommend using the pencil, and obviously zooming in as far as you can. Alright, so now you can't see what I'm doing at the moment. There's little white patches on the wings that I've literally just picked up the colour from. As you can see it disappearing there, and I'm just getting rid of that, making it all that colour. And this just sort of enables you to keep it all together. This is what you need to do, really. Make it, you need to change the colour so that it's all one colour, so it blends in twice as better, otherwise it looks horrible. So let me just add in, take out these white bits on the wings here. Put the dark green back in. See there, yeah. I would never recommend just dragging the pencil. I know I do a few times, but that's how you muck up, and you have to undo it and it takes twice as long. Right, see, so they're sort of all the colours of Pikachu. I mean, the mouth's quite dark, so I'm going to use dark green instead of the dark blue. Yeah, oh, that's its tongue there. Alright, and then there we go. Right. Grab that, and then grab the white, take out the ears, because then it's just got all that's ears as well. And then just go around, as you can see on the legs, try and get any bits that, because the black outlines, that'll be the outline of your Pokemon. Any black bits. I know some of it's brown and pink going down the wings, but that will be changed at a later date. But just go around and take out big chunks or something that would be overlapping. Yeah, the tongue doesn't look good that colour. Let me try red. Grab red from Chikorita's eye. Ah, that looks better. Should I have the mouth black? Let me try pink. No, that does not look any better. There we go, black. Now that's right. Okay. Well, so now I want some eyes, but a scary eye. Not scary eyes, but eyes that sort of say, "Oh, you, I'm gonna kill you." Arbok. Okay. Get Arbok's eyes. Let me just move Arbok over quick. You don't have to. You can just zoom up, look at the eyes, and just remember it. But it's easier to have one little working station. So let me bring him over here. I could have copied and pasted it, but I'm too far gone now. Not pregnant, I mean, just too far gone in the editing and dragging process. Okay. So it was 4 white dots and then like an L-shaped black. So there's the 4 white dots there. You can't really see them as well on here, but nevertheless, I've done it. Okay, so there we go. They look a bit plain. Let me grab a little bit of dark green and just put a little dot on there. There you go. Now, as you can see, I should have another dot there. No, I don't like that actually. Do I? Yeah, so basically, I'll leave it as that. You want to then select it once you've done all the colours and stuff. Don't worry about the outline. That will be explained in the second part of the video, because that's going to be changed anyway for when it comes to importing the game. If you're going to leave this part here and not go on to my second part because you're bored of my voice and you think I'm doing it in the most awkward way, then that's absolutely fine. You just need to change the outline to black and finish it up there. But you need to watch this part anyway. So then what you want to try and do is you want to copy and paste it onto on the other paint file, so my other Pidgeot that you had at the very beginning. You've got to try and make it the same size, which is why I imported it there. So I'll try and highlight over it. And maybe it's too big when I try to import it. Let me try just making sure I've got as little as the white background that I've got. So, oh wait, no, the wings are too big. Okay. Right, so the resizing part, that bit can get quite annoying. You just highlight over it and drag it down. You're going to get a lot of pixelation when you do it like that, so I mean it's always best to try and make it small as you can. But as you can tell, I'm no expert person, I'm just an average person that's worked out how to do this. Alright, is that better? No, that's still a bit big. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it getting all pixelated, because the final editing stage isn't yet. If you're going to be following my tutorial for anything, I mean if you have any questions or comments or anything, then that's fine. Yeah, I know there are loads of different ways. Right, then you want to copy and paste it when you think you've got it the right size and bring it into there. Once it's in there, I mean I know the size is a bit bigger, but just shorten it to line up to the blue background, and then you can just drag the actual canvas size to back to the normal, because that was just all white background colour. Then get the paint bucket tool and the dripper tool to select the background colour that it was with Pidgeot, and basically then just use the paint bucket tool, change all the white to blue, and in between the legs as well, because that's where gaps will be, like so. Okay, so yeah, that's basically, it doesn't look great. Let me just redo the eyes, just quickly do. You will lose a lot of stuff. Oh, this is cocked up. Let me start. Right, just 2 white dots and then the L shapes. There we go. That looks a bit better. Like I said, I mean, the legs have gone a bit cocked up and stuff. But this is the stage where you would want to then just finish it up, because it's now the same size as the Pidgeot, and then you can just save it, which you just save it normally, which is the way that I end up saving it in a sec. So yeah, you go up to the top, left click. I shouldn't really be telling you how to save it. After you've done it all, you save as. Don't save over Pidgeot, because you might still need it eventually, because you'll be obviously getting rid of it from the game in case you need to read it. I'm going to call it Moztick Leech, I'm going to call it. The first one's called Ticker, the next one's called Leecher, and then this is going to be mosquito type thing, so Moztick Leech. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so then there you go, that's your sprite. You know, you can do whatever you want to it now. And basically, watch my next part for how you actually go into import this sprite and touching it up and everything like that, if you're interested in that. If not, then I can't help you really with anything else, but if you have any questions, I can probably help you with the questions. Anything else about making your sprite, if it's not too hard, then I will do my best to answer your questions and reply as soon as I can. Well, thank you for watching, and look out for part 2. That will be importing the Pokemon. I'm sorry I've got such a dull voice. But yeah, anyone should be able to follow it. You follow the right steps and everything, and that was how you create your own Pokemon sprite.